Have you noticed how every generation sees the world differently? The clothes we wear, the music we vibe to, and even the values we hold, they've all been shaped by time. Today, we're taking a trip through the generations from the silent era, all the way to Gen Alpha to see how society has evolved, and how each group left their mark. Silent Generation 1928-1945. The silent generation grew up in tough times, war, rationing, and rebuilding after crisis. They were shaped by discipline, sacrifice, and duty. Stability and respect for authority were their strongest values. You'd mostly see men in suits and hats, women in modest dresses, and families gathering around radios. Their world was about survival and security. Baby boomers 1946-1964. Then came the baby boomers, born into post-war prosperity. They were the generation of rock and roll, peace signs, and civil rights movements. They dreamed of owning homes, building families, and achieving the so-called American dream. You'd find them in hippie, tie-dye at Woodstock, or sharp suits in the corporate world. Ambition and prosperity drove this generation. Generation X 1965-1980. Generation X, the so-called latchkey kids. They grew up with rising divorce rates, economic uncertainty, and the birth of personal computers. They became independent, skeptical, and resilient. Their style, punk leather jackets, ripped jeans, and later the grunge look of the 90s. This was the Walkman and cassette tape era, where freedom and balance mattered most. Millennials 1998-1996. Millennials entered during the rise of the internet, then faced the 2008 financial crash. They shifted focus from just owning things to chasing meaningful experiences. Diversity, inclusivity, and flexibility became their core values. Fashion flipped from 90s baggy jeans and chokers to neon 2000 looks, and then into today's minimalist vibes. They were the Facebook, flip phone, and Game Boy generation, shaping the culture of connection.
By the way, if you're enjoying this journey through the generations, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss more videos like this. And if you've spotted your generation already, drop it in the comments. I want to see where most of us fall.
Generation Z 1997-2012. Gen Z was born into smartphones and social media. They're authentic, outspoken, and diverse. Their fashion is oversized hoodies, sneakers, streetwear, and even colorful hair. They grew up with TikTok trends, gaming setups glowing with RGB lights, and global conversations about climate, identity, and justice. They're highly entrepreneurial, and they challenge old systems like no one before.
Quick question for you. Do you think your generation is truly living up to these values? Or do you feel different from what's expected? Share your answer in the comments. I'm curious to see how honest we all get.
Generation Alpha 2013 till date. And finally, Generation Alpha, the youngest of them all, still growing, but already the most digital. Their childhood was shaped by the pandemic, AR toys, and tablets in their hands before they could even walk. They'll likely be the most adaptable and globally aware generation yet. Imagine a future where creativity and technology blend into everyday life. That's Alpha. So, as we've seen society's values shifted from security to prosperity, to freedom, to purpose, authenticity, and now adaptability, every generation solves one challenge and creates the foundation for the next. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this trip through time, tap like so more people can find it. Subscribe for more mindset shifting content, and share this with a friend who would love to see where they fit in the generational story.